Why does everybody keep on hiring me? All of my work is shit.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. And we're still in Shyamalan life. You know, when you think about it, this guy has brought so much joy into our lives. Most of the time. So I figure it's good to do a video celebrating his most hilarious moments, whether they were intentional or not. M. Night Shyamalan has created a style so convinced of its amazingness that it proudly welcomes no changes whatsoever. Thus, we keep getting the same mistakes over and over, allowing them to grow into something so strange and unrecognizable it becomes a laugh riot. So, the best thing we can do is go over the funniest ones and praise them for bringing us so much enjoyment. And we're gonna look at the top 11 of them here today. Why top 11? Because I like to go one step beyond. So, sit back and enjoy the top 11 funniest M. Night Shyamalan moments. Number 11. The ending to The Visit. Okay, if I want to be totally fair, I should also acknowledge the moments that were intentionally funny. Whether you like it or not, most people agree that it's definitely one of his better ones and that the best moment is in the end. The whole climax of this film feels like a punchline to a perfectly written joke we didn't even know was being told to us. Even if you do figure out what's going on, that just makes the build-up all the more hilarious. Like you peeked behind the curtain early, but what you saw was so funny you can't wait to see the rest of the audience experience it. It's one of the few times that a perfect balance of fear and comedy are projected on the screen, and both are enjoyably effective. I can't say too much more without giving it away, so let's just say you should rent it and see for yourself. Those who've seen it will probably agree, it's shit your pants funny. See what I did there, those who saw it? Shh! Number 10. Cypher Ray... I'm sorry, I still can't say it. Cut to the clip of the puppet. Cypher Rage! It's hard to say whether this was Shyamalan's fault or not, as Will Smith took over a lot of the writing for this film, but nevertheless, the name of Smith's character in this cinematic bomb after Earth has got to be one of the silliest things ever. How could anybody say that name and continue a sentence with any seriousness? If you're a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan like me, you immediately start quoting this.
Ridge, large meat.
Flint, iron stag.
Bolt, Vanderhuge.
There's plenty wrong with this movie, but by far, there is nothing funnier than just the mere mentioning of the stupidest name ever put in his films. Oh, can we hear you say it again?
Denied!
Well, I'm gonna laugh at you. Number 9. The twist to the village. Okay, hold on. No, screw it! The fact that everybody could guess this twist is what makes it so funny! The setting appears to be in the 19th century in a village that's out in the middle of nowhere where everybody says you can't leave because monsters will get you. Just from that, take a guess what the twist is. You're right! Your first immediate thought is right. It's modern day! People without even seeing the film got it already. So the ones who were foolish enough to sit through this bore fest were whispering to themselves, no, it can't be just that. There has to be something else. Thus, when the twist finally hits, it's not the film itself that gets the laugh, it's the reaction of whoever you're watching it with. Just try not to crack up when you see your friends go, what the crap? Are you freaking kidding me? Just stupid! Stupid! It's the twist we could so see coming that we're actually pissed off that we got it ahead of time. Most of the time, we're usually proud if we can call it, but with this one, without even seeing the movie and we can catch on, that's just friggin' ridiculous. Nevertheless, the reaction it gets from anyone who sees it will have you rolling on the floor every time. Number 8. This dumbass scene. Yeah, bet you didn't know these bending masters have all these abilities reduced down to the equivalent of tapping someone on the shoulder and appearing behind the other shoulder. This is supposed to be a giant epic battle, and we get this thrown in? How do you not laugh at something so dumb? No, that's it. Stupid. Number 7. The kids from Signs. It's no big shock that people don't talk right in a Shyamalan film, but the extent to which these kids talk is totally friggin' out there. We're used to the goofily overdramatic tone from his films, but these kids almost never act like real kids.
Everything people have written about in science books is going to change. What's wrong, boy? Dogs are barking. Woke us up. Stop it, Houdini.
It's almost like the children were directed to talk like adults, and the adults were directed to talk like children.
The history of the world's future is on the TV right now.
Who says things like this? You can't totally blame the kids, though, as most actors have to place a lot of trust in their directors, and Shyamalan has led pretty good actors astray before. Just imagine the last time you heard a little kid speak like this.
We need to record this so you can show your children this tape and say you were there. For your children, Bo.
And you'll realize how hilarious this all is. Let's face it, Haley Joel Osment, they ain't.
I see dead people.
I see dumb writing. Number 6. Hot dogs. I know, I just went into this with the Happening review, but I'm sorry, it deserves to be repeated. This is one of the silliest, out-of-nowhere lines in a movie. Everybody's on the run, people have to travel fast, and suddenly, this incredibly important line is dropped.
You know, hot dogs get a bad rap. They got a cool shape, they got protein. You like hot dogs, right?
Are you just setting up that he's quirky? Like you tried to do with all your characters? Well, here's your quirk, Shyamalan. You can't write quirky! And thank God, because if he could, we wouldn't have something as laughably ridiculous as this scene.
You like hot dogs, don't you?
Oh, and you wanna know what the punchline to this whole thing is?
Get the mustard?
Get it? Because he likes hot dogs! Did we make that clear? That he likes hot dogs? We can play it again! What else can you say but hot dog?
Get the mustard?
Number 5. Jelly side down. That's right, we're going from one food to another. There's no excuse for this foolproof method of determining if the devil himself is near.
When he's near, toast falls jelly side down.
That's right. If toast lands jelly side down, the Lord of all evil is upon you. I know the phrase, how can you make this shit up, is a common phrase, but really, how can you make this shit up? It's a skill to make up something so stupid. Why toast? Why just one time? You couldn't even throw it up to test it a few times? You just threw it up one time and bam, the devil is near? What the hell am I even talking about? It's goddamn toast! It connects so little to the world of logic that we live in that you get a case of the giggles every time you watch it. So, if you feel the presence of Beelzebub in your house, don't get the crucifix, don't get the holy water, don't even get the Holy Bible. All you need is toast. Number 4. Earthbending in The Last Airbender. It's no question that this movie is the biggest letdown of Shyamalan's films because it took one of the greatest animated shows of all time and reduced it down to...
Are you the Avatar Ong?
That. In doing so, it gave us a scene so disappointing and so underwhelming that you can't help but crack up at its lameness. Alright, so a bunch of people that can bend Earth are placed in a prison surrounded by Earth. As if that wasn't funny enough, when they finally do retaliate after Ong reminds them of the phenomenal gift they have, what do 6 of them gathered together end up doing? Even if you don't know that the earthbending on the show has done so much more, the mere buildup of these guys marching towards them just to fling a pebble at them is phenomenal. Look at that. It wouldn't crush Wile E. Coyote, it's so measly. I'd say Boulder Dash if I actually got to see a Boulder Dash. Lame! Number 3. The dumbest aliens ever. Everybody in science is supposed to be terrified of these creatures from another world. But when you really analyze why, you find there's very little threat to them. Not only do they pointlessly graffiti our cornfield, not only do they set all their attention on this one farm that poses no threat, not only do we find out their weakness is water, which covers the majority of our planet, not only do they bring no weapons to fight our race at all, but the one thing these aliens are always thwarted by is wood. Yep, whether it be a wooden door, a wooden board, pretty much anything from a chopped up tree will stop them in their tracks. If I told you there was an evil force that wanted to kill you and its only weakness was water and wood, you'd be as intimidated as, well, earthbenders imprisoned by Earth. This is no doubt the most pathetic invasion that has ever taken place. I'd be more afraid of a spider climbing up my drain than these jokers. Still, their inability to do, well, anything is certainly one to keep you chuckling. Number 2. Mark Wahlberg from The Happening. Yeah, we can't act like we can know what was going on behind the scenes to give us this performance, but we can say for sure that it is one of the funniest things ever.
Look, I don't know if you guys have heard about this article in the New York Times about honeybees vanishing.
A lot of actors in Shyamalan films are known for being misdirected and turning in terrible performances because of it, but easily the most entertaining is Wahlberg. If you somehow combined a lost toddler with a lost dog and made it obsessed with science for some reason, this is what it would act like.
I was in a pharmacy a while ago. There was a really good-looking pharmacist behind the counter.
At first you think, maybe it's because he's a teacher. I mean, a lot of times teachers have to talk in an exaggerated tone, even to high schoolers. But as the film keeps going, you realize this is his whole performance.
Toxin? Just going to talk in a very positive manner.
It's so funny to see this actor who is associated with being a pretty talented badass just act so intriguingly lost. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing, he just knows he's throwing his all into this misguided direction. And let's face it, it's spectacular. It's not like he's hurting for any future roles or good performances, but it is nice to know that no matter what, nothing will ever be as enjoyably worse as this one.
What? No.
And the number one funniest M. Night Shyamalan moment is the entirety of Lady in the Water. Okay, so everyone likes to say that The Happening is the best so bad it's good Shyamalan movie. Well, to them I say, did you even see Lady in the Water? While I admit The Happening is more consistently funny, the choices made in Lady in the Water are so dumb, so desperate, so perfectly insane that it's amazing. It's spectacular. It's unbelievable. This isn't something where you feel like a lot of people came together to make a film. This just feels like a lot of people were following the orders of a complete mental case. Total insanity, complete Looney Tunes. Anything that would make a dramatic, interesting story is replaced with absolute craziness. It's mad ramblings of the best kind. You know what? I can't do it justice here. I need to do an entire review of it. Yeah, I know you hate these to be continuous and everything, but I'm sorry, there's no way this film can be summed up in just a number one spot. It needs to be looked at in great detail to appreciate how friggin' hilarious it is. Even if you've seen it before and you didn't think it was as funny as The Happening, you need to see it with me. Please, I'll love the company. I'll show you the sheer lunacy and brilliance of this masterpiece. So, stay tuned next week as I look over what I consider the funniest Shyamalan movie ever made. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and I can't wait! No! Oh, wait for it!